Okay, so this is the announcement video I'm going to be making for today. So at the very beginning of the video, I'll just apologize. Sorry, I have been recording this video late. Sorry that the Mass Evolution's initially scheduled for today, even though I haven't announced it yet. Yeah, sorry, still sorry anyway that it has been shifted to tomorrow's video, where I will be battling a Latias in Pokemon GO. Now, on to the actual announcements. No more stalling here. So, first things first, going over the most recent piece of news announced by Niantic, the Kanto Fest will be running from yesterday, the 11th of April, to the 17th of April. A lot of you have been anticipating this event, especially those of you who follow Reversal, my all-time favorite Pokemon YouTuber, or at least all-time favorite to stalk him on Twitter, but don't tell him I said that, okay? Well, anyway, if you are a person who wants to fill in your Kanto Pokédex ASAP, or if you want to get your Kanto Gold Medal, this event is for you, because the perks include increased Kanto or Gen 1 spawns, whichever you prefer to call it, double candy for hatches, transfers and catches, well, halved buddy distance, 6-hour lures, some new raid bosses, especially the Gen 1 raid bosses, which I shall display on screen right now. And for those of you who are looking for some really good deals on raid passes, you can actually go into the in-game shop and purchase the in-game gift boxes. These new gift boxes focus very heavily on raid passes, and especially the Ultra Box. These are a very good deal to get yourself some cheap raid passes and some other stuff for free as well. And as I have just said in the intro, Latios and Latias are now available in Pokemon GO. Depending on where you are, you'll find either Latios or Latias. So, as of now, in the Asia Pacific and Europe, you will find Latias. And in the Americas and Africa, you will find Latios. And on the 8th of May, they will switch locations. So now Latias will be in Africa and the Americas, and Latios will be right here where I'm living in Singapore, the Asia Pacific and Europe. Latias and Latios, if you don't know already, share the same typing, Psychic and Dragon, meaning that they have the exact same weaknesses and resistances, but the important ones are the weaknesses, which are a single weakness to Bug, Dark, Ghost, Ice, Dragon, and Fairy. So no double weaknesses on either of them. In case you're wondering what the perfect IV CP for those two will be, it'll be 1929 for Latias and 2082 for Latios. For weather boosted conditions, which is just windy weather, it'll be 2412 and 2603 respectively for Latias and Latios. As for their movesets, both of them will get the exact same fast moves, which are Dragon Breath and Zen Headbutt. And as for charge moves, both of them get Psychic and Dragon Claw, but this third charge move is really where they differ, because Latias gets Thunder and Latios gets Solar Beam. So you may want to take that into account when picking your counters for Latios or Latias. Pokemon Go Hub already did a pretty good article, which I'm going to link down below, for your best counters against Latios or Latias, depending on where you live right now. So for Latias, among the top counters are Rayquaza with Dragon Tail Outrage, Dragonite also with Dragon Tail Outrage, Salamence with Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor, Mewtwo if you already have your Mewtwo's with Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball, Tyranitar with Bite and Crunch, and also Gengar with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, although that is a glass cannon. I would also recommend Gardevoir with Dazzling Gleam. If you want to use a Gyarados with Bite and Crunch, that will work as a pretty good substitute for Tyranitar if you don't have your Tyranitars. But you have to be really careful about Latias with Thunder, because that is completely gonna mess with your Gyarados and they're gonna be completely screwed over. As for Latios though, you would want to use basically the same counters you use for a Latias, except adding Latios with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. So if you have already a Latios in your inventory and you want to use it against another Latios, I'm not stopping you. That is perfectly fine as well. But if you want to bring in your Tyranitars, you have to be careful with Solar Beam Latios, or your Tyranitars are gonna get one shot. So that's all I have to say for Latios and Latias. Good luck wherever you are, trainers, when you're battling these two new Dragon-type sub-legendaries. So, last of all, I want to touch on Community Day, which is around the corner, 15th of April. Well, you can check Pokemon GO's website on when that's going to be happening in your area, but in Singapore that is going to be happening from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Beijing time. As you know, the featured Pokemon is going to be Mareep, and the exclusive move is Dragon Pulse. Like last Community Day, you have to evolve into an Ampharos to actually get Dragon Pulse. Some of you may be asking, why Dragon Pulse? Of all moves, can't it just be an electric type move? Well, in my opinion, well, you don't quote me on this, but Niantic may be trying to prepare us for Mega Evolutions in Gen 6 whenever that drops in Pokemon GO. Anyway, I digress. So, the shiny form for Mareep is pink. So, I'll put a picture right up on screen right now. I'm sorry if it's covering my face a bit, but anyway, that is what shiny Mareep, Flaffy, and Ampharos are going to be looking like. For Flaffy, just look out for the different color in the tail. I know Flaffy's body color is already pink, so just look out for the different coloration in the tail. For normal Flaffy, it's going to be blue. For shiny Flaffy, it's going to be green. For Mareep and Ampharos, they just have pink bodies. Look out for those if they ever drop in Pokemon GO. The perks for Community Day in April will include 3-hour lures. Well, obviously it's a downgrade from the Kanto Fest, but I am not complaining. At least we have lures that last the entire event. Well, anyway, we also have quartered egg hatch distance. So a 10k placed in an incubator will now be a 2.5 km hatch. Well, and if you do the math, a 2k placed in a super incubator during this Community Day will be a 300 meter hatch, which is a hell load of a reduction. So you want to take advantage of that during Community Day. And of course, with all the perks of the Kanto Fest that will be brought over into Community Day, of course, except the 6-hour lures. I don't know why Niantic wouldn't give us 6-hour lures for Community Day. But that means that all Mareeps that are caught on Community Day will give you 6 candies instead of the regular 3. So you may want to take advantage of that. You may want to slap on a pineapple berry on every single Mareep you encounter for 12 candies. That's like 4 times the amount of candies you would get from a normal Mareep. And good luck to all trainers out there. Hope you guys get a shiny Mareep if that drops. Otherwise, you can just walk away with your shiny Ampharos with Dragon Pulse. And to all my Singaporean players, I hope to see you on Community Day. I will be at the Botanical Gardens like I did with last month's Community Day. At the same place, I will be hanging out with the same squad that I hung out with during last month's Community Day, and I shall see you hopefully this month. on the 15th of April, which is actually really soon. So anyway, that's all I have to say for today. This has been TaeganAdventures, and peace out.